Morning, guys. It's week 4 here of the vlogs. So this week we have our first fishing tournament of the year. Spring, summertime, those things really get started. It kind of grows this little town from 400 to could be a couple of thousand on the weekends. People fishing for cash. So just kind of different frame of mind we have to get into. So got that this week started, first one. We got some funny stories and some maintenance things we had to do on the restaurant here. Just kind of a normal week here, and then we have some more fun for the weekend. So enjoy the vlog, guys. Scary moment this morning. I thought I lost my coffee. It's definitely a necessity when you get up at 3:30 in the morning. Anyway, I've had a couple people ask me questions on kind of our history of how we got here. So I figured I'd tell you guys how we started this. Used to work in Dallas. I was an executive chef for about 25 years in Dallas, working in hotels. And actually met Miriam, my wife, at the hotel. She was my purchasing manager. So we worked for a while, several years together. She's worked at some other hotels. She transferred into accounting, so she has a lot of accounting background. She actually has the hardest job of paying the bills and making sure we don't get shut down by any government agency of any type. So that's the tough job. My job's easy. I just get to cook barbecue and flip eggs and have fun. But anyway, we worked in Dallas for 25 years or so. We lost some family members, and we always like coming to the coast to go on vacation, fishing, camping, stuff like that. So when we lost some family members, we decided, you know what, life's way too short to not try something. And we always kind of dreamed of having our own little place. So we kind of made a business plan and looked down around the coast, and through some acquaintances found a little town of Port Mansfield, and came down and looked at it. And long story short, everything fit together, and we jumped off the big cliff and sold everything in Dallas and moved down here and bought this and started this. So it's going to be starting our 9th year here. So yeah, we're doing good. We're having fun, meeting a lot of neat people, and then, you know, the days are different every day. So that's the good thing. So anyway, that's kind of the history how we got started here, and we will see you guys later. Bye. Hey YouTube, good morning. How's everybody doing today? We're doing pretty good. Just spend this first day off. We usually have to get our work stuff done, so went to Academy and picked up the wood for the smoker. We get it all from Academy. It comes in these great little bags. We use a combination of pecan and hickory to smoke. So twice again tomorrow, so got a company coming to clean our vent hoods, which we have to have done twice a year for insurance, for the astronomical insurance rates that we have to pay. So I'm gonna stick around and do that early tomorrow morning, and then kicking around, maybe going to the beach or something. So we will see. The weather's kind of calm. Might actually get the drone up a little bit today too. So we'll see how the day plans out. See you guys later. Guys, we got most of our crap done today. We just had dinner. We're heading home. We got our Starbucks Frappuccino for the trip. Pretty good day. We actually got to stop and fly the drone a little bit to practice behind a big shopping center for a little bit. That was fun. But one funny story, we were getting out of Costco and went about a mile down the road, I guess, and realized that I didn't put the ice in the ice chest, and started yelling at Miriam about it, saying, how could you push the cart away with the stuff on it? So we turned around. We were still in the parking lot. Turned around, went back, and sure enough, the cart was there, ice, and also a case of potato chips, 50 potato chips in a case in the bottom of the cart. So I was all, man, how could you do that? You're so blah blah blah. Anyway, so I rushed. I got the car, threw the ice in. I was just kind of parked in the middle of the space, so I was doing it real fast. And we get about another 3 blocks going up underneath the underpass to go to eat lunch. And this guy next to me is like honking at me and pointing, and then like this. I was like, so, and I pulled over the side of the road, and it just came to realize that I left the chips on the top of the FJ of the car. So sure enough, they were gone. Flew off the top of the FJ into the middle of the road. But I actually feel good about it, because where they flew off the car where right at the underpass there, where all the homeless dudes hang out. And I figured they flew off right there, right in front of them. So, you know, at least these guys will have some chips to go with their 40-ounce beers now. So, did my good deed for the day. Anyway, we're heading home to unload and relax tonight and see what tomorrow brings us. Talk to you guys later. We're just hanging out here. It's our second day off. We're getting some cleaning done in the kitchen. Twice a year they have to steam clean the vent hoods for our insurance rates. So they're doing that this morning. Take a couple hours to do that. I'm just working on, bought a new electronic sign for outside, so I'm programming it. The other one, it still worked, but you couldn't change it, so we needed to change the message and update it. So just bought a new one. They're not that expensive, so just trying to figure out how to program it, because the manual is written. It's one of those manuals where it's translated from Chinese, but it's done by somebody who doesn't translate very well, so you have to kind of read between the lines of the translation to get it right. So anyway, just going to mess with this, and then we're off to do something fun. I think we might be going to the beach or doing something active and outside today, so we'll see you when we get there. Bye. chilly, a little cold still, but that's all right. We had a good time, had a good walk, so we can try to get a little more exercise. So anyway, we'll see you guys later. Well, hey guys, I'm going to end this week's vlog with a little bit of a whiskey haul. On last week's vlog, we made our trip up to San Antonio for after Easter for our little break. Went to Total Wine, and if you don't know, I'm kind of a big single malt whiskey fan. Actually, all whiskey fan, but mainly single malt whiskeys. I do blends as well, but going to do a little haul of what I got here. Total Wine in San Antonio is a great place. They have a fantastic selection of scotches, so I tend to like the more smoky ones and the peaty ones, but I like to mix around and do different things here. So we'll just go through a quick. We're not going to do a tasting or anything. I'll just tell you what I got here. First one I got is the Compass Box. It's the Glasgow blend of Compass Box whiskey. If you get it to I get to focus here on this. This blend has a picture of the Duke of Wellington with his traffic cone on his head. Long story behind that. It goes back to the old blends of Glasgow they used to make that were very peaty, very smoky, very strong flavored, and it kind of goes to the style of how the Glaswegians are, very, very strong, proud people. So Compass Box, it's great company. They do mainly blends of whiskeys, and they kind of did this one back to the original style of how they used to do the Glasgow whiskeys. So that's a good one there. The next one is Ben Romick, 10-year-old. This is actually a Speyside whiskey. Comes from up little town of Forres. It's close to Inverness in the northern part of the mainland of Scotland. We toured there when in December and got to actually tour the whiskey. It's a very small craft style distillery. They don't have any computers or gauges or anything. They do everything by touch and feel of the still and just Scottish traditions. So great whiskey, great flavor, not too smoky because it's a Speyside whiskey, but it still has a flavor in there, and they do a great job there. And last one is from Islay. It's Laphroaig. It's their Carchus blend. It's actually pronounced Carchus. It looks like Cardenius, but that's Gaelic for friendship. So every year Laphroaig on Islay makes a special whiskey for their Friends of Laphroaig, which is basically their whiskey kind of fan club that they have. Also, we got to tour Laphroaig. We stayed on the island of Islay for 3 nights in December, and it was amazing. Got to do a private 2-hour tour of the distillery, and got to bottle my own sampling out of a cask. So great whiskey, very light. They distilled this in just the one small spirit still that they have, and then they used only the floor maltings that they do right there at Laphroaig, and then they matured it in bourbon barrels, first fill bourbon barrels, right next to the sea, the warehouse number 1, right next to the sea there. So this one's really wolf in sheep's clothing. It starts off really with a sweet kind of very light aroma and a nose, but when you go to a taste, it'll pretty much blow your face off. It's very smoky, very peaty, very medicinal, kind of like drinking a medicine cabinet, which is a good thing if you like scotch. So anyway, I'm not going to do a full tasting, but if you tend to like malt scotch whiskey, there is a guy on YouTube. His name is Ralphie, and his site is Ralphie Stuff, and all he does, he reviews whiskey. He has like 600 reviews on there. So if you're just getting started, he's a great guide to do there. I'll put his link below, but he lives on the Isle of Man. He is actually from Glasgow, and he has a ton of background in Scotch, but he always gives a review, and then he gives some interesting facts and tips, and then some words of wisdom usually on the end of his blog. So really good. It's worth checking him out. I'll put the link below. So anyway, that's my whiskey haul from last week, and Be sure to subscribe to the videos if you're liking what we're doing here. It's kind of different every week. We're just kind of pulling up what we want to do. So anyway, subscribe to the videos and like them if you did. Leave some comments below what you think, how we're doing, and I'll put links to all the stuff there. And then be sure to check out our vacation blogs. I'll put a link to that as well, and you can see some of these distilleries that we went to on our vacation. So we will see you next time, guys. Bye.
Or just meeting friends. You know, life begins where the road ends. Sweet Gregory P.